I know it's a lot, the black, the red, but it's to hide the blood when you're all dead. So what can I say except I'm Deadpool? With my swords, these guns, you'll die. You'd better pray it's okay, I'm Deadpool.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dinner Dudes. I'm Chris.
I'm Zach.
And tonight we're making something back from the Deadpool cookbook. And we're doing something a little different. Tonight, we're not the Dinner Dudes. Or I guess we are the Dessert Dudes.
Dessert?
Dessert.
What do you mean dessert?
Fat boy likes dessert.
So, what we making, Dad?
We are making banana cinnamon sugar chimichangas.
Chimichangas?
Chimichangas.
That's like a lunch?
It is.
I mean, it's Deadpool though. So
Deadpool. And I know it's Deadpool. I'm wearing an Obi-Wan Kenobi shirt. I know I've also worn this shirt before. But the Obi-Wan series just came out. So if you don't watch it, it's amazing.
If you watch Stranger Things before Obi-Wan, what are you doing?
Your life. But with that said, guys, let's get to cooking. Alright guys, so this is a 3-part recipe, but they're real simple ingredients, so it shouldn't be that bad. And most of the ingredients are all the same for each one. So come on. So we're going to start off with 4 bananas, because you can't make banana chimichangas without bananas, obviously. We got 1 lime. We're going to need the zest of the peel for this, and we're going to need about 1/4 of a cup. I thought I had some of the lime juice squeezed, but you know what? We're going to make this work. Alright, so I have a 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. Got 1 stick of salted butter. I went ahead and divided it into the 8ths because we're going to need to split it up. And some spring roll wrappers. Okay, that's all we need for the banana chimichangas. Okay, for the cinnamon sugar that we're going to need, bet you guys can't guess the ingredients on this one. Cinnamon sugar. Ta-da! 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and a 1/4 cup of sugar. Who would have thought cinnamon sugar would be made with cinnamon and sugar? Alright, then we're going to make our own whipping cream. So we could have bought some, but that's not fun. Alright, for this one, I made a little mess over here. So I have a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna leave it right there because I already made a mess, so I'm pretty sure you guys know what whipping cream is. Got 1/2 teaspoon of, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay? Then I'll make sure that is it on that one. And then it's on that. Then you're gonna need a baking pan, and we're gonna have that lined with parchment paper. And then you just see some bowls and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get started.
Alrighty, so Dad is cutting up the bananas right now. We did get a little bit of lime juice, not a lot.
Definitely need to get the bottle of lime.
Yeah.
Which I thought I had some, but it's fine.
Also, too, to make this, I think that's the zest of lime, correct? You're gonna need a grater for that. That's what we used. But that's it. What were you saying, Dad?
So with the bananas, you're gonna cut the bananas in half. And then you're going to cut them into about 1-inch medallions. And then we're going to take these and we're going to just put it in this bowl.
And while he's doing that, we're going to get our butter.
That's 6. Not all of them.
Oh, not all of them? How many?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Our lime juice. Go ahead and pour this on the bananas again. It should be a little bit more. It should be fine. It's fine. Zest, and then I'm just going to kind of mix this up into this. And then we're just going to kind of like let that sit for a minute. And then we're just going to melt that butter for a minute. So that butter gets melted, then we're going to add in some of the brown sugar to it.
Alright, so now our butter is melted. So now we're going to remove it from the heat. Whoa, look at the thing. It looks like purple from the camera.
Alright, so Zach, now.
Alright. So you're gonna take your
Brown sugar.
brown sugar.
So now you're just going to spread that around and kind of mix it all up. Evenly spread it around. Plus, we evenly spread brown sugar over the bottom of the pan. I just kind of boop and just dumped it in there. But it's all right. Okay, once you kind of get that spread out evenly, Zach, now you're going to add in your banana and lime mixture. And try to spread that out to about a single layer. Alright, once you get that spread out, then you're going to add it back onto the heat. We just have this on like a medium heat. And we're just going to let that sit there. We're kind of like shake the pan about just occasionally. And we're going to let that cook for about 10-15 minutes till all the sugar dissolved and it's kind of thickened up like a thick syrup on that. So maybe about 20 minutes or so, give or take. So we're going to let that cook. And while that's doing, we are going to go ahead and make the whipping cream, and then we're going to stick the whipping cream in the fridge. Alright, so while we got our bananas cooking, we're going to go ahead and start our oven, and we're just going to preheat that to 375. And while we're doing that, Zach is going to go ahead and make our whipping cream. That way we can stick it in the fridge and it can kind of keep cool.
So you're gonna get your salt.
Salt.
In there.
Sugar?
Sugar.
You definitely do not want salt.
Sorry, I'm not used to making desserts.
We don't do desserts. He is right on.
Cinnamon.
Okay.
And then your whipping cream.
We got a half a cup of whipping cream.
Half a cup.
No, there's two of them made for. Those are fourth cookies, yeah.
Okay, I thought. Oh.
All right.
Okay, then you can throw those out, and then whip.
All right, and you're just gonna whisk this up until it comes up.
And while you're making this, you can do the cinnamon challenge if you want to.
He's gonna whip this up until it becomes thick, just like you would any other whipped cream like that. And if you guys can already smell this banana stuff, oh my gosh, it's just been in there just within just a few minutes, and it already smells amazing. All right, so I got this all thickened up. All the sugar is dissolved. So now I'm just gonna take this and we're gonna take it off the heat. Just gonna sit right there. Zach's got the whipping cream all whipped up, and I'm just gonna take that and stick that in the fridge. So now we're just gonna let this we just want to let this cool off. So we're going to give it like 15-20 minutes or so. We'll let it cool off so we can kind of work with it. So this is cooled down enough where you can kind of touch it. It looks weird, but it smells great. And actually we kind of... Alright, so now we're going to wrap them up. This part of the recipe, to be honest, I'm a little... I wouldn't say so much iffy on. But it says to get spring roll wrappers. The only thing I can find are the these rice ones and stuff. So let me just sort it. I got the rice wrap because again we went to 2 different stores trying to find spring roll wrap, and that's all you can find at Walmart is the rice ones. So I'm just going to soak this, get it wet so it can get pliable. That's all we need on here. About 10-15 seconds or so, it's in. That's according to the instructions on the rice wrapper. Yeah, this is the part I am questioning about this recipe on this part. Just because I couldn't find other wrappers. I'm sure you could get some other wraps that would work just fine. Because the wraps on these seem different. I took the other 2 little pieces of butter. I'm going to coat some of that on there. It says flip it over so that way the butter's on the back side of it. Try to spread this out. We want about tablespoons or so wrapped up in that. And then you wrap it like I wrap a burrito. I rub corners and then fold it over, corners, and then I roll it. Doesn't look pretty, but again, we put it on our parchment paper, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of them done. All right, so I got these all wrapped up. Again, that's the spring roll wraps. They said looks a little different, but I got to wrap the butter, and then I put a little extra butter on top of them on the parchment paper. 375. Zach's gonna go ahead and put those in the oven. Woo! There goes the heat.
Yep.
All right. It said 15 to 20 minutes until brown, but we are going to put these in for about 10. Are you okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna put these in for about 10 minutes and watch it, and then we're gonna pull them out and see how it goes. And while we're doing that, what are we gonna do?
Let's go do some dad advice.
Welcome back to Dad Advice. Our book, Be More Vader, had to show off my Dr. Evil pinky ring for a future Dr. Evil cosplay coming up at Magic City Con. Alright, so this week is about find a mentor. No matter how high your Victorian count, you'll never get from entry level to Emperor on your own. You'll need guidance from someone who recognizes your talents and knows how to put you on the path to success. Networking is key. Reach out via email or hologram to someone whose career you want. Then flatter them by asking advice on improving your prospects. It may be speeches, negotiating trade disputes, or firing lightning bolts from your fingertips. So, this is really cool. But I guess I'll say that about lots of all things really cool. But this is very true though. Find someone who inspires you. It's saying you want their job. You may not necessarily want their job, or they've been doing a certain job for a very long time. They can teach you a lot of stuff. I have both been mentor and I've been mentee. My boss teaches me a lot of stuff. I enjoy when he teaches me certain things that I've been doing stuff for a long time, but you can always learn. You can always learn more, and I learn every day. If you're not learning, you're not doing it right. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to move forward, because if you just settle with what you're doing, you're going to be miserable. But if you find you a mentor and just pick their brain, hey, how do you do this? Hey, how do you do that? I like teaching people. I always tell people that I'm really good at training managers. I'm horrible at training brand new employees. I know that's one of my weaknesses from like day one employees, but I like teaching people. I like teaching, if you ever heard the phrase, train your replacement. I like doing that because my goal is always to move forward to the next step. Like, I'm a GM now, but I want a different store. I want a busier store, a better store. So I'm going to learn and do my best to move up. But by doing that, I'm also going to be training somebody else to eventually take my spot, because that's what you do in life. You always want to move yourself forward, but you want to train somebody else to be there. So find your mentor who's going to help you get to where you want to be at. Whether it's a job, whether it's just in life. Sometimes there's people who just have great life advice for you, who can just tell you how to do things better. Not tell you about how the old days were, but just can help you do things better. And maybe you can share some of your experience and some of your stuff, and you can help someone else with that. So whatever you're doing in life, find a mentor, be a mentor. And that's your dad advice for the week. Okay, so 10 minutes into it, we put them on there for another 5, so we're about 15 minutes or so. They smell delicious. Woo. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna let these cool down for a few minutes, And while we do that, all we're gonna do right now is you just want a dish. I just grabbed a little baking dish. And this is pretty simple to make our cinnamon sugar. What I say we need cinnamon and sugar. And we're just gonna take that and just kind of mix that up together because we're gonna end up taking these and we're gonna end up rolling our chimichangas and our cinnamon sugar. That's all we're gonna do. So right now we're just gonna wait for this to cool down just a little bit.
All right. So now our chimichangas are a little bit cooled down, so they're a little bit more hard and stuff. So you can do the little methods and stuff of one head, wet, dry, all that. But basically, you're gonna put these in here and then roll them. Try to get as much cinnamon sugar as you can on those. Okay, that should be good enough. Alright, and then you're going to do the same for the other side for all the other ones. Alright, and then you can just use the rest to pour on the rest of them.
Alright, we're ready to plate these bad boys up and test them out. What do you think?
I think they're ready. So let's get them on a plate and let's get these things a taste. Alright. There's what they look like. So we're going to dip it in sauce or icing.
Like that cinnamon, it's like a homemade cinnamon whipped cream. I can hear the crunch of that, like that rice paper type stuff.
That's actually not bad. I'm impressed with it. I'm really impressed.
Alright, so let me test mine now. So, we're here with the cinnamon whipped cream.
Oh. Who is it, Dad?
We definitely covered it in lots of cinnamon.
Is it good with a lot of cinnamon or bad?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear the crunch?
I was really questionable about that type of spring roll wrap, but it really worked. It gives it a crunch. If you can find a different type of wrap, the spring rolls, all I can find is the rice paper ones. I'm not sure if there's different ones. I don't really make spring rolls. That's what it said to use with spring roll wraps.
I think the cookbook used a different kind of wrap. Not
Yeah, it's
spring,
something about the short end.
not the rice one.
It did say spring roll, and you can probably find different ones.
I mean,
that's what we found, but
the-
it's still really delicious.
The rice ones, yeah, I mean, it still works. But if you want to make it just a little bit better, use the one that
Oh, the flavor of it is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot like a banana Foster. The flavor is amazing.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I say is just because it's a rice paper spring roll wrap, again, which is all we can find. Because I literally got home at like 7 o'clock tonight. It is now midnight as we're recording. I gotta be at work at 6:30 in the morning. So we kind of went to Walmart, did everything. We got to a late start. I didn't have time to go everywhere and try to look for these, so this is what we made it with. But it's cool. You know, the dinner dudes are real life. The flavor is amazing, though. The flavor is amazing. They're very, very messy. Zach did put lots of cinnamon on there, so great. So hope you guys enjoy them. All right, guys. So that was the banana cinnamon sugar chimichangas. Delicious. The flavor is amazing. I love you. Love you. So the flavor was amazing. The only thing I really suggest on this is if you can find a different type of spring roll wrapper instead of the rice ones. That's it. Other than that, and even that, it's still just they were great. The flavor, I said, is really good. The bananas and that cinnamon and that brown sugar, oh my god, it tastes so good. That whipped cream, a homemade whipped cream with the cinnamon, really, really good. But if you can find some different wrappers, I would suggest that. That's it. But again, as we always say, that's the point of the Dinner Dudes. We try these recipes the first time with you guys. Some, of course, are our recipes, but we do try this the first time with you guys. So we let you know, hey, this worked really great. This did not work really great. I think that's the great part about this show is that we're not perfect. Cooking's not always perfect. We're not like these shows that you see on the Food Network that everything just comes out like it does on a menu. We know that's not real life. We're real life. We appreciate everything you guys do for us. We're going to keep saying it. We are getting close to Magic City Con. Live cooking show with the Dinner Dudes. Are you guys ready?
I think a couple weeks, like 3 weeks.
Pretty close.
When is it? When is it?
It's the last weekend in June.
So that would be the
24. I forgot the dates. I'm horrible. I should have looked it up. But guys, again, we thank you for everything.
Just to let you know too, this is actually going to be Magic City's last year too. We found this out a couple days ago. So if you really do want to go to Magic City Con, go this year. You get to see us, you get to see other people. Last time you were to come to this one, again, Magic City Con is one of our favorites. Probably
it was our very first Comic Con we ever went to, and now we've been all over the place. So
it's probably not the biggest.
But it's family. But it's family there.
It's more better for friends, hanging out with people.
We made a lot of friends and family there. Until next time, guys. I'm Chris.
I'm Zach.
And we're the Dinner Dudes.